team Stuart Taylor from Scotland. I'm Andreas Skoglund, and I'm going to be your host in this featured game on Sheet 5 in Härnösand Curling Arena. We have 3 other games also running in this arena right now. We'll have a semi-final for the boys on Sheet 2 between Swedish Right Ice and Norway's Nepstad. On Sheet 1 we have Swedish Relea playing Panthera, also from Sweden, and on Sheet 3 finally Sweden Byman taking on Scottish Aiken. And we see here that Stuart Taylor lost the draw to the button competition here, and therefore Team ZipUp has the advantage of last stone in the first end. Skip Rasmus Vrano called for a corner guard, and Daniel Löfstrand, lead in Team ZipUp, will execute that. And we only got one sweeper right now, and I don't know why that is in the Swedish team. Scotland, dressed in black and blue, are playing the Yellowstones, and Sweden, dressed in red, are playing the Redstones. Gregor Cannon, lead and skip in the Scottish team.
Ja, okej, bra, tack.
Normal.
Normala. Vi kan gå lite trögt kanske.
Ja!
Normal!
Ja! Hårt! Wow.
Okay. Nära, bra jobb ändå. Bra skippat.
Hand! På hand!
Bobby Lemmy playing in the second stones for the Scottish team.
Yep, yep.
I asked him before the game what kind of game he expected, and he said, we don't know, we just take it from wherever it goes. If you're watching this live on our YouTube channel, you can use the chat on the right hand side of the player and make comment, ask question, and whatever you like.
Carmo.
Ja. Nej.
Normal. Normal. Push. Yep. Nice. 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 Nice.
big miss
I know, Carl.
It's a bit down, like, but
from
me a shout,
Scotland,
Steinar.
giving Rasmus Vrano a
What are
great
we?
opportunity to split the house,
390.
keep
Ja, vet inte.
two
Ja,
red
vi får se.
stones on the 12-foot. One
Nej,
to the
jag tror
left
inte det
and one
heller.
to
Jag
the
tror att
right.
Sverige var det. Vi får se.
And we are halfway through the first end, so we can see Jordan
Jag tror den är där.
Wallin
Ja. Jag kommer.
Curla
playing
mycket!
his first stone of the game.
Kör! Hårt! In!
Den är inne.
Är den inne? Okej. Bra, bra. Bra.
So ZipUp will play this game on 3
Jag tycker de kör på
players,
spelsteg. Man vill få dem
and
så nära
I'll
samtidigt
see
som
if
möjligt.
I in the
Pair board
half
just in case.
time break can
Pair board just in
go and
case.
talk with the coach and see what he has to say about that.
Yep.
Ross Fraser, third player in the Scottish team,
Yep. Yes!
deliver his first stone of the game.
Kallar det mycket?
Ja, lite grann.
Normal då.
Wow.
Det är en bra grej.
Wow. Helt upp, helt upp.
Kör på röda!
Japp. Nej, det är för sent.
I see miss. Not really by Jordan Wallin, more a
Jag tror jag
skip
satte den
miss.
rakt på
He
kvast.
took too much ice, and therefore there is a great chance for Scotland to hit and stay. And we are looking forward for a blank end in the first end.
On the roll in.
Carl! All right.
We got 5 more stones to play in the first end.
Just a tiny touch of swing.
Sorry.
Here. Bara sarg.
Japp! Ja! Hårt! Kör!
Kom
Hela
igen
vägen där.
nu!
Hela vägen! Viktigt!
Jag är skitlös.
Nu får vi skärpa oss.
And this is one of the big problems when you are playing on 3 players. Just one sweeper. It will not be enough in an 8-end game when these 2 teams are so
forfeit line, so I might swing.
good. I don't think they will have the stamina to play 8 ends and keep up the level with the Scottish team. Therefore, the Scottish team has a great advantage.
Nose is perfect, so. Boss,
Yep.
Down.
Yep!
Hard.
Hard! Hard! Come on!
Yep, right up.
Hard!
Hard.
Right to it! Hard!
Hard.
När jag curlar på deras. Så
Okej. Ja, men då kör vi normalt.
Ja. Normal.
Three more stones to play in the first end.
Wow!
And
Okej, wow
everything
då.
we see
Aldrig, hel upp.
indicates that we
Ja,
are
ja,
looking
vi har
for a
träffat.
blank end.
Vi kan nå ut. Ja,
Shit alltså. Deras.
du låg lite ute.
Ja, okej.
Men rätt. Du pushade inte.
Ja.
And this roll-off
Men den
gives
kallade, jag tror den som
Stuart Taylor a chance to practice the draw weight
Ja, om jag var ute så curlade den nog
with his last stone of the first end.
Den curlade inte alls lika mycket som deras i alla fall.
Ja, synd. Vi hade 2 tempo. De hade 2 tempo. Och nu blir det en annan. Oj, oj, oj.
Dålig curling från båda lagen.
Hittills?
Ja.
Äsch då.
Ja, men det känns som att banan är lite mer osäker än vad den varit förut.
Get in! Hard! Push it! Keep it going.
Top 8 it's fine, top 8 it's fine.
Good.
It wasn't as down as you think.
And I could hear Rasmus talk with Jordan,
What time did you get?
and they concluded it was bad curling from both teams in this first end. And they also said that well, they was a bit more insecure about the ice conditions this morning. The ices didn't act like they did last night,
Yep!
and
Yep!
therefore we could probably expect a bit more careful tactics from both teams in the first couple of ends.
Det är okej, Rasmus. Nej.
He didn't roll off,
Det duger.
and we have a 1-0 lead in the first end for Team ZipUp versus Scottish Stuart Taylor.
Ja, tackar.
Okay, everybody, we are back in the second end in this semi-final between Swedish ZipUp and Scottish Taylor. If we have a quick look on the other sheets, you can see that it has been blanked ends all over. It's been one single points so far this morning, and that was Rasmus Vrano's last stone in the first end in this featured game. Gregor Cannon delivers his first stone of the second end.
8-9.
Way only.
Or 7, how? 7.
Go.
Stein died.
You can go
6,
now
7.
if you want.
Go, go, go.
Go. Good.
Ja, 70-80. Ja,
Är
den
det
är lös.
farten?
Måste!
Japp! Bra linje, bara fart!
Okej. Jag tror vi måste... Nej, måste.
Här, topp 8 är bra. Topp 8 är bra.
Behövs inte. Behövs inte.
Wow. Ah. Kalla, den kalla. Fint. Shit vad den kallade upp. Bra ställ.
What did you get for that fee? 16. Fee, I think.
Last stone advantage in this end as the Scottish team playing the Yellow Rocks.
Wait only.
Line only! Line only!
Way only.
7,
No.
5, 6,
No,
6,
way only.
oh, 7, 8,
Whoa,
7, 8. It's bumping.
whoa,
Or bumping.
Whoa.
Hard on the rope. It's okay.
Gregor Cannon didn't look too happy about that outcome.
Då sätter vi den här. Den är... Jag tror vi fryser! Jag
Känns
tror vi kan
hårdare än
frysa.
så.
Den är...
Känns som det duttar.
Dra...
Wow.
It looks a bit heavy.
Bara... Wow. Ja. Okej.
Vi har skott. Bra.
Yeah. I don't mind if you hit it nose. There is the chance that you could end up sticking it. So it's like 3/4 stone.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, best outcome here is a double, or at least remove the red stone as shot rock. But Stuart Taylor is also happy with a nose hit.
Whoa.
Down!
Step. Whoa. Step. Step. High. High. All right.
Okay.
Alltså nej, ännu lösare. Du hade 80. Den knackade. 90 kommer... alltså jag tror 4 i alla fall. Jag tror att det är 4. Alternativet är garden.
Jordan Ovelin looking for a 4-second from backline to hog.
Känns hård. Wow. Ser. Var med. Bara fart. Linje bra. Var med.
Inte
Nej, bara
tutta!
fart. Wow. Stanna.
Ja!
Okej.
Vad fick du? 4?
Det går jättelätt alltså.
You can't get half stone. You hit this one first. You hit this one.
Half stone, 9 side.
No, this one's behind.
Is it too far behind?
What if he knows it?
Yeah.
What does nose do?
I'm thinking that. Yeah. Even if you bump this on the nose.
I'll be like a hack
Well,
water.
no. I'm thinking right in there.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. 20. 20.
And we are playing halfway through, almost halfway through the second end. We're looking at the Scottish team playing the Yellow Rocks, and they also has the last rock advantage in this end.
So
9, 10.
9, 10, 10.
10, 11.
Bump it out.
11.
Bump it out. Needs a bit.
Big miss from Bobby Lammy.
90.
20 då. 10, men jag hade ju precis 0. Det var ju för...
Giving Rasmus Vrano a great opportunity here to either come down with a third stone in the house or just guard
Då
this
ska vi
one.
köra. Nej, jag är lite lösare.
Håll igång då!
Jag tror vi får köra guard.
Kör, kör, kör!
Kör guard.
Looking for the guard.
Ja,
Max topp 12.
ja, kör, kör!
Max topp 12.
Lite dött ut där på garden.
Okej. Kom igen hårt nu.
Wow, wow. Okej, den curlar inte upp till... Jo, så. Bra. Ja. Ja. Men mycket bättre marginaler där. Så det är helt rätt.
We have
30.
fast ice today.
Alright, let's put it back.
Yeah, if you get it too skinny, you'll rip it too right.
Heard Rasmus and Jordan talk
What is it? 3/4 stone?
about their last
Yeah.
stone,
3/4.
where they played 4 seconds between backline and hog, and still came down to T-line. Ross Fraser looking for to clean this up a bit.
Right.
They just got a single guard out of the way, and a new chance for
Alltså det är framför gul va?
Rasmus and Jordan in Team
Fräs på
ZipUp
gul!
Okej, bra.
to come down and freeze on the
Så flyttar du lite
yellow
hårdare än förra.
stone.
Den är ute.
Gärna curla, gärna
Den
curla!
är
Curla! Okej,
Den kommer nu. Nej.
byt sida! Kom igen, japp! Japp!
Oh. Ja!
Hårt!
Kom igen!
Nej, stanna, stanna. Jämnhöjd då med...
Ja, den
Exakt
trög nu.
jämnhöjd. Ja, ja, ja! Kör!
5 more stones to play in this second
Den
end,
trögen är mycket mer. Så
where
det kommer en sån bit längre.
Swedish
tvungna
ZipUp
att hålla upp
has a 1-0 lead.
Run it straight back in.
Det är där.
Ja!
And again, just remove one of the guards.
Just not take this ice.
And a new chance now for Skip
This
Vrano
was it.
to come down
This ice,
and
was
freeze on the
More positive than you normally are.
yellow stone on the right hand side.
Bra.
Ja, jo, det
okej.
blir det säkert.
Om den var så...
Gard är också bra.
Ja. Nu lägger vi den här. Topp 8 ska den vara. Om den är rätt linje.
Se hård ut.
Okej, ta det lugnt då.
Beredd. Okej.
Wow, wow,
Kalla.
wow, wow. Var med, var med!
Ja! Ja! Ja!
Ja, den ska.
Hårt! Fortsätt!
Wow,
Fortsätt!
wow! Japp, japp, japp!
Ja! Hårt! Dutta ut den! Varför sa du wow?
För den ska ju igen.
Va?
Ja, den ska 2 gånger.
Synd.
And the stone cut
Men å
twice.
andra sidan så
Rasmussen.
är det helt låst att ta bort den ena röda.
Ja, visst, men fan.
Alltså, helt låst.
De fryser ju nu. Det är det som är grejen.
Ja.
Fan synd att den ska skära. Den var så jävla bra.
Nej, synd att den skär.
3 more
25.
stones to play in the second end.
Okay.
2 for Scotland,
We've got
1 for
back
Sweden
it, so
in between.
It has to be right up to it. Can't leave it short of it at all.
Well, hold in, close. Yep.
Hard!
Hard.
Well only.
Close. Oh. Yep.
Yep! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa!
You go inside. Sit.
Good.
Huh? Okay. It's not quite there anymore, is it? It's not quite there anymore.
Jag tar inte de 5 eller 4.
De
bara undrar.
kan ta 3 om jag missar den.
Okej, bra, då vet jag.
Men
lägger
vi kan fortfarande inte dubbla.
Så gör vi rent ordentligt nu. Så.
Ja. Där.
Hela slidespåret.
Nu gör det ju ingenting ifall vi skulle dutta lite grann.
Nej, just det. Curlar så här mycket. Rasmus, jag tror inte det curlar så här mycket.
The last stone for
Okej, ta lite
Rasmus
nu då.
Vranon in the second end.
Samma fart som förra då.
After that, Stuart Taylor will have one more stone to play
Nu jävlar ska vi göra rent.
before we sum up the second end.
Bra satt.
Håll igång den, håll igång den.
Wow!
Ja, kör.
Wow! Wow!
Är du säker?
Japp! Ja!
Lite dutt.
Okej.
Wow.
Japp!
Okej. Lite
Ja!
insida helst.
Okej då.
Wow.
Den får inte gå i första va? Grymt. Perfekt. Jag vill inte gå i den andra. För det vore ju katastrof. Bra.
Bra.
You can even finish there. Be shot. Nah. What can go wrong with that?
Yeah, you can end up
Pick it out.
pump that. That's not going anywhere, so you're not getting more than 2, so may as well go for that.
But what can go wrong with that?
Can we not stick it there? Still get shot. Can we
Jen-
get it thin and
That's what I was thinking. Can you pop it out there?
can we get it really thin and
Just try to draw. Stay safe. Might even get a wee rub.
Right, we've got to draw a dead weight, surely.
Yeah.
Stuart Taylor wants to draw this to the bottom or freeze it to the shot
we
rock
have to bump a good foot, but
and take a deuce in this second
25
end to
even.
a 2-1 point lead.
no, it's fine. It should be fine. We should be fine.
Both the
long as we
line
don't
and the
clatter.
weight has to be perfect. 1 point is already there. This is for a deuce.
Nice.
On the tee line.
Oh, nice.
Line's good. Ross
Oh,
is
if you can, oh,
Ross
if you can. Oh, if you can. Needs to swing. Oh, off. Right off. Still a sweat, boys.
And again, we see a much too heavy stone pass through
Fast, quick.
the target area, and we have a tied up game. 1 point to each team after 2 played ends.
No, but we're number 4 the first one.
And that's about what has happened in this arena so far. On all the other sheets, we have blanked ends
I was
in
25
both
and I went back 8
end 1 and 2.
Jag vet inte ens om jag hade
We really don't know what has happened in the second end on sheet 3 between Swedish Beeman and Scottish
hellre
Aiken,
på 10.
where no
Alltså, jag menar,
numbers are up on the scoreboard so far.
jag skulle aldrig velat gå i den röda stenen där om jag var skott. Så jag tycker han hade alldeles för lite.
Okay, let's start end 3. And let's see if both Scotland and Sweden continue this aggressive kind of game that we saw in the second
Oh,
end.
like, he was last one then off. It was tempting, so there's nothing really could go wrong.
And we also hope that both team has learned the ice conditions now, so we can see better executed stones. And there we got a number on the scoreboard on sheet 3 as well.
2-3.
Swedish Beeman take a 1-0 lead over Scottish Aiken.
Leave it short, leave it short, leave it short.
Pep tank.
Ja. Då kör vi 4-10 kanske. Alltså jag tror att det kommer gå riktigt lätt. Ja, vilken hand?
Där ska den ligga.
Okej. Då kör vi 4-10 då.
Daniel Löfstrand playing the
Bra fart. Kan vara lite löst
3
kanske.
first rocks for the Swedish team, because Axel Sjöberg
Bra fart.
Jag kommer in där.
in the team today.
Aha, okej.
The lineup.
Jag tror vi får köra lite också. Lite.
Nej, skitbra. Bra.
Vi kallar mycket nu.
Ja. Ja, det. Bra Sten.
Yeah, about that.
The call is a center guard from Stuart Taylor. And Gregor Cannon
2-3.
is the
1-2.
one who plays the stone.
2-3.
Crosses.
Well, nice.
Go
Nice
in
weight.
now, you can go if you want.
Yeah.
Jag kör 90, kanske 4. Bra push. Jättebra push. Hjälp!
Bra linje!
Hjälp!
Daniel, skippa linje!
Ja, vi måste bara...
Kör! Skitbra linje tror jag. Längre. Bra stopp. Bra Sten.
Snyggt.
Well played.
Stoppa mina spår här.
Wasn't much
Ja, bra.
between the plate rock stone and the corner guard.
15. 10.
Close line.
6, 7, 3, 4.
Step line. Whoa, Wellman.
5,
Step
6.
line.
Wait, oh, line on, line.
Whoa.
It's nice.
Whoa, it's all there. 8.
Oh, 7, 8.
Whoa.
Down.
Right.
Good.
Go in through. No, I mean it moved.
Annars står vi så här bara.
Hack då.
The goal is to remove the yellow rock in the house. And the second alternative
Wait,
is
hack!
to remove the
Oh,
center guard.
Den är hack!
kom här. Japp. Wow. Mea, japp. Wow.
Hårt nu! Hela vägen, Rasmus! Nej, det räckte inte. Synd. Men jag har skott i alla fall.
Nej, bra.
Ja, det är lugnt.
Det är bra Sten.
Det är lugnt. Ja, det är fan... Det är sant.
What do you want?
Barrier.
Barrier, I think barrier.
It'll swing a bit, Stuart. Down!
Barrier!
Down!
Whoa. Yep. Yes. Okay. All right.
Kör.
Normalt, men chapp funkar lika bra.
Annars är den okej. Eller den.
Lite hård.
Wow. Med, japp.
Oh.
Wow.
Ja!
Kom igen.
Ja!
Nej.
Hårt!
Nej.
Okej, bra skip.
They didn't agree really what they wanted, but
I
it
can see
was
an
a
edge,
good
SWE.
outcome, and
I was thinking Mark would leave
Jordan
his second
Wallin
hand. He
gives
tried.
Rasmus
He's
Farama
got it.
credit for
Okay.
good skipping. We are halfway through the third end. 8 stones has been
Yeah, okay.
played. 8 stones remain to be played. And therefore we have Ross Fraser the hack.
Back line.
Yep, yep. Hard. Oh, oh, oh.
Way only. Yep, line, hard.
Oh, oh.
Yep,
Yeah. Hard.
hard.
Hard. Hard.
Come on.
Go.
Go. Huh? I don't know.
Vi kan få dubbel och rycka in.
Chance up.
Normal.
They are looking for a hit and roll behind the center guard, and they should be able to do the double takeout as well with a perfect shot from Joran Bolin.
Yep. Yeah. Hard.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Worst possible outcome.
Alltså vi har fan de elakaste skärningarna.
You know what I wrote?
Don't mind that
pretty good.
either.
And again, we had a cut stone, picked up something, and I guess that's the third or fourth stone that cut in these first 3 ends.
Bang!
Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa. Nothing. Whoa.
Right on.
Yep,
right on.
yep.
No.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
Dived. It's just at the end though.
Tänk bara på. Kanske få med den.
Exakt samma ställe. Normal också. Normal då.
Stop.
Wow. Lite
Kom
hårt.
igen, japp!
Wow.
Ja!
Ja!
Hårt! Kör! Bra.
Och kom. Right.
Here more. Yeah. I think there.
And we are down to the last 4 stones of end 3. Stuart Taylor is first one out of the skips. And he's playing to remove the red stone in the house. And hopefully lay 3 with 3 counters.
Close line.
Whoa! Whoa!
Still close.
Close! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh.
Yep, yep. Yep. That's good. It's good. men normal.
Hade kind of...
Eller vi kan för sig köra en sarg plus.
Ja, jag tycker om det. Det är
En
viktigt.
sarg plus då. Så.
Alltså jag tycker till och med om att bara vicka...
Ja, vicka
Du
rakt
vet,
fram för gula
här blir det
är bra.
jättejobbigt för dem liksom. Ja, här är bra.
Vicka rakt fram för gula är jättebra.
And I say welcome to Magnus Swartling, junior head coach for national head coach for the Swedish team.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Nej, det är bra.
Excellent. I have my cup
Okay,
of coffee
so-
now, so I'm ready to go.
Ready to go, great. You've been watching all the sheets here this morning. What are your comments on the ice for this morning?
I think the ice
Yeah.
looks a lot better than it has been for the last couple of days. I think they've been unfortunate with pickups and stuff, but this morning everything looks fine. The ice is swingy and the
Perfekt, grymt.
very good conditions for really good curling.
But we have seen already 4 or
Game
5
so
cut
fun,
stones on sheet 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been mostly watching sheet 1 and 2, and it's been really good,
Okay.
actually. So
Jag tycker vi kör.
So it's these guys who can't sweep properly. Isn't it?
I don't know how they clean their rocks. I have no idea. Oh, stones, sorry, stones. You should say.
All right, and what do you think about that? You may answer the question why ZipUp are only playing on three players.
Yeah.
Yes, the fourth guy, Axel, he's got some knee problems.
Okay.
So it's, I think he's on and off. He's in
But no
quite
so
lots
too,
of
if
pain
Muckers
actually.
had, we
So
could have hit with 3.
he tries to play as much as he can
Bobby, is
without
there any way he
making
can
it
rep the
worse,
double at
and
the
also
moment? What? Is there
So
any
if
way
they
he can
reach a
get
final,
both
will he
stones
play
at the
with them
moment?
I
Them
don't know.
too?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But he
Really
had
thin?
played games
Like
this,
really
this
thin?
weekend, so
So should we just leave
it's
it?
possible.
It's
yeah.
possible.
Actually, I think he
Do
played
what?
2 games in a row,
Is there any
All
point
right.
in us
almost
jabbing
yesterday.
and
So,
giving him 3?
and maybe that's
What?
also
There's
why
no
he's not
point in
playing
us
today.
jabbing on
No.
the back one and giving him 3. What you got to do? Freeze it.
Okay, we have 2 more stones to play in this third end, where we see that
Right bump.
Sweden and Team ZipUp has the shot rock at the moment. And what would you do if you were the
We
Scottish
bump
team
it
here?
slightly.
What's kind of tough situation. I mean, whatever they do, they're going to leave
You bump it,
something
no, you're shot.
for ZipUp to do.
At the moment, he's not playing that. That's not happening.
See what they're discussing here. I mean, the best,
If we do that,
maybe a good option is to
there.
do a hit and roll and
TV.
realize
Freeze it,
that the yellow on the back 8, that they will lose it.
Don't mind
That they
actually
will lose
bumping
it.
that and bumping
Because
that
that would
more.
leave them with laying 2.
Let's get your nose.
I don't know what they're talking about. Just a little tap back here.
TV.
Huh?
A tap back in this situation could be a little bit risky.
No. That could easily give him a triple.
And what can they gain by playing that stone?
Yeah, you can. Outside's horrible.
Is that horrible? I don't know what he's talking about.
We leave this to the left of that stone. We're in horrible.
Lots of horrible.
Doesn't seem too happy right now.
No, but it's
like, yeah,
a
just
pretty
a
tricky situation. Well, I mean, when you see when you're like building the house with stones, maybe it's not want to gain everything with this one, but
Whoa, whoa,
for the
Right
very
on,
last
right on.
one to make sure that
All
ZipUp
in.
has a very
All
difficult
in.
situation.
Stay
Yeah,
with it.
this is his last
Close.
stone of the end.
Oh, it is his last one.
Yes,
very
it's
close.
just one more to play after
Well
this one.
on, mate.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. Whoa, off. Is it bumping? Yeah, hard. Whoa. Shot.
That's well played. I mean, he obviously narrows down the house very much. ZipUp doesn't have very much to draw for, and I think there's a risk management if he would do the hit and roll, so to speak,
Men alltså, om vi kör knackfart alltså.
from the players' side,
Okej, vi
hit the
får
red
bättre
one
vinkel,
a
för
little
då
bit
har
on
vi
the
bara-
left to get it out of the house, and also remove their own
Den
in the
inte.
back
Den
back
är
four.
riskigare.
Den här.
That would be
ja,
the perfect
inte lätt. Den är
perfect
sjukt
play,
svår.
because then you'd be laying two, and ZipUp
Kör en
had
supersnurr
would
så
only
att
have
den
the
kan
chance
gå
to
här och sen bara...
to go for one.
Yes.
But this situation is
Vi skulle kunna köra på insida på den här nästan.
Men det är riskigare. Det är bara
pretty
att träffa
tricky to
översida.
get to score
I
to
så
score
fall
the
kör vi
deuce.
knack hit liksom.
So this was a very well
Ja, men
played.
dit får vi inga poäng på.
Very
Well
well
played by
played.
Dit får vi inga poäng på.
Stuart Taylor, yes.
Nej, jag vet
I så fall ska vi knacka den hit. Ja, det är ju liksom...
And Rasmus and Jordan are looking for some kind
tar
of
med lite
way to
safe
get
is.
deuce
den här
or
ska
even
typ
more.
skära in.
But I think
Jo,
Rasmus
det
now
räcker
have
med-
decided to
Räcker med
make
att
the
vi går
draw.
här.
Det
Lägger oss
kallar
touch.
mycket här. Ja, men det räcker ju också med att vi bara duttar den så får de poäng.
Nej, vi måste dutta den hyfsat rakt på då.
Okej, men jag vill att du ska köra liksom
Ja.
rätt fart från början.
Mm.
Det kommer ju vara lite riskigt. Så här vi bara kan låta den kalla.
So what do you say about this call? Is it the right decision to do?
Well, if you want to, I think this is the only decision you can make.
Okay. So
That's the only angle. There's no hit for anything.
no last stone in the third end. Rasmus Bolin and Team ZipUp from Sweden are playing to take a deuce. 1 point is there, and they want another one.
Japp, kör gärna! Kör!
It's heavy.
Japp! Japp!
Kommer den kulla upp? Wow!
Hårt!
Wow! Den är
Den går
redan
i
på!
annars! Wow. Eller alltså kör för linje.
Nej!
Wow, wow, stanna bara.
One red,
On red.
and I think Rasmus
det är
is
okej.
pretty happy with
Han körde på
that
fart, jag körde på linje. Jag
after
trodde att den
delivered
fortfarande
that stone.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Så länge vi får poäng.
How does it affect the play to play
Ja,
with
nej, jag kollar mycket.
just
Men det var-
3 players? Okay. Då tar vi den frågan sen. Ja. Okay, everybody, we are back with
Jag tror
the
att det är en bra
first
fråga.
stone in the fourth end, where Daniel Lövstrand delivers the stone. I asked Magnus Swartling, head coach of the junior national team in Sweden, how it affects a team to play with just three players on this level.
Nej, det är så.
Well, it is a real setback, because it is a lot tougher. Because as sweeper,
Ja, slå
if
den
you're
så.
two, you could
Alltså,
sort of
de kan
you have
alltid
someone to talk to and discuss during the stone is gliding down the ice. You could, what do you think? How does it look? Yeah, come on, we have to do it. We have to sweep. Come on, yeah. So you could push each other, and so it is harder, and you obviously also lose one dimension because you only have one sweeper,
Yeah.
and even though if you're very strong, you cannot compensate for just being one.
So this is a big setback, and if two teams are as good as these two, it's a big favor for the Scottish team in this game then.
Yeah, I would say, because it's in the long run, it is tiring to be only three.
Yeah, but you can't afford to do mistakes like this, and anyway.
It doesn't matter if you're 2 or 4 then.
Okay, let's have a quick look on the other sheets. It's tight games on all other sheets. Magnus, you had looked at the games. Can you please talk us through what has happened and why the score is as it is?
Okay, on sheet 1 we have the Swedish semifinal between Team Relea and Team Pantera. And it has been a pretty conservative opening with not very many guards at all. Open play. And Relea scored one in the third to go up 1-0. And after that, it's been some guards in the house. So this looks like an interesting end. It's lots of rocks in play.
And what do you think about the outcome? Will Pantera take this as usual, or?
I don't know. I think as for ZipUp, Pantera's been playing with only 3 persons for the whole weekend actually. So they are they're doing a real good job in that perspective, and
it's tiring.
Yes,
in the long run.
It is in the long run.
Yeah.
So that could make a difference if the game is tight by the end. But the outcome is hard. I think also really is playing well. So this will be a very
8, 9, 10.
tough game to.
It's a tight game.
Yes, a tight game.
And on sheet 2, Swedish Right Eyes playing Norway Nepstad.
Yes, it's been also very conservative in the start. Not very many guards, and as we speak, Fredrik Nyman with Right Eyes with the last rock are drawing against 3 Norwegian. So let's just watch it. They're cleaning it. Cleaning it. And they're going for it. And I think the line is nice too, and I think it looks very controlled. It's entering the house, and it's a perfect draw for 1.
1 point for Fredrik Nyman on sheet 2, making it a tied game after 4 play downs. And finally sheet 3, where Swedish Byman plays Scotland Aiken.
It's been a little bit more rocks in play actually, and I think Byman had a pretty good chance of scoring at least 2, maybe more in the second end, but they only got 1 out of it. So they are tied at 1, and Byman plays with last rock in the 4th end.
Right. Okay, back to our featured game here on Livechannel Cup. We see a great setup for Team ZipUp in the 4th end.
Yeah, how did this happen?
And Stuart Taylor now asks his second, Ross Fraser, to clean things up. They want to remove at least 1, and most hopefully 2. And that was a decent outcome. They not good, but better than before.
Yeah, they opened up a little bit because, but now the ZipUp has the chance to play the guard again.
Yes.
Det går lika lätt här, eller? Det ser faktiskt ut som på isen att det kommer att tröga lite där. Men det blir ändå 4-20.
I'm just looking a little bit here at the Relea Pantera game. It's right below us actually.
Yeah.
And it looks like Pantera has a
great chance to score a 4-pointer or a 3-pointer, I guess.
Easy draw for 3, maybe a hit for 4.
Yes.
And it doesn't look that difficult. It's no risky business for them now.
Jordan Wallin here wants to put up a guard. It's pretty short, but the line is good.
Okej. Ja, snyggt. Ja, det trögar faktiskt lite mer där.
Det är bra.
And the guards are well separated.
Vad fick jag? Oj. Du hade 40. Det är 20.
So Stuart Taylor has to go again and try to clean the guard zone from stones.
Take this one. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Half stone.
Ross Fraser looking for double on the guards. Just touch it, and that's not good enough.
No, and the thing is, what he does by just moving the guard over to the other side is that he also limited the chances of SC the guard up on the left there.
Yeah, he can't get in on the other side now.
Exactly. So if Rano keeps on guarding here, it's they don't even have a way in with the last draw.
Okay, so we are halfway through the fourth end.
Låt den vara lite då.
8 rocks left to play, this one included.
Håll rätt, bra linje. Japp, japp. Bra linje. Bara stanna. Ja, var med. Ja. Ja, bra. Bra start.
Well played again, and no other opportunity for Stuart Taylor than to try to remove at least 2 and roll off with his own.
I think it's pretty thin to get that though. Close. Close.
Bobby Lammy again way off. They make a single hit and roll out, and they aren't too happy with that.
We play the hard takeouts. Has always been the Scottish way of playing the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
You still have to do the rocks.
So true.
Det kanske bara blir...
New chance for Rasmus Vrano and his team in ZipUp to play the guard.
Japp, den får du
Håll
köra.
igång.
Kör den! Den är lite lösare.
Ja, kör.
Kom igen nu!
Bra linje. Och Jordan närmast.
Byt.
Kör! Hårt! Hela vägen tills det stannar. Hårt!
And what do you say about that outcome?
Lite hårdare.
Kanske finns en lucka.
I don't know if there's a.
Det finns
Well,
förmodligen en lucka.
there might be a
Jag vet.
port in there in between the yellow and the red. But if you go if you hit the port, you probably will not get the red out without removing your own yellow in the back of the house.
Yeah. So it's still looking for a double on the guards. That's probably the best.
Alltså jag trodde
For
också att
now.
det skulle gå lättare den här tredje gången jag körde här liksom.
Now he's looking for the port.
Swing then.
Yep! Yep! Yes!
Oh, he totally misjudged the angle there.
Great play from Bobby Lammy. Wasn't much in between those 2 rocks.
Not at all. Excellent shooting.
Excellent. And finally we can see Stuart Taylor smile.
And I don't think he will say horrible at this time.
No.
Det kan bli legendary.
And a tough situation for Team ZipUp from Sweden.
Gör väl det.
This
Alltså,
totally
vill du dra då?
turned the table in this
Alltså
end.
det är antingen den eller så är det att dra in.
Ja, precis. Det är det jag tänkte på.
I think there's
Det kan ju vara lite jobb. Nej, du kör ju bara samma sten. Det går inte. Måste. Vilken hand vill du köra?
What opportunities or alternatives does he have?
Den, okej.
Well, I think they have the possibility to play a draw
Vänta.
somewhere.
Ja, det är praktiskt taget köp.
as
Nej, inte
in the
riktigt.
same way that Scotland did last end,
Yeah.
trying to block
Alltså, kolla,
the
det vore ju
way
lame
of
att stanna kvar, liksom.
scoring a deuce.
Ja, men
And
Det
vi
gör
måste
du.
ju satsa på att den röda ska ner.
Ja, jag vet.
as you can see, I
Bara
mean, they
lite,
could
lite alltså.
they could play a draw
Jag står gärna här
somewhere.
nere. Går det?
They could play
Ja, min
the
race.
out hand draw
Typ så.
on the
Du får kolla och se. om
around the right guard. But we heard Jordan say, "Oh no, if we do that, they're gonna play the same shot again. We can't do that." But if you would make the draw around the right corner,
Ja,
I mean, you could
dubbelskjutning då.
position it in a way that they couldn't take it out, playing the port, and you could limit the chance of. I mean, if you don't do this, this is a tough shot.
Yeah, he has to make this shot.
Yeah, and if you just miss it by little,
Ja!
It's a 3-pointer or
you
something.
don't. Yeah, they would only have to hit the house for 3. So,
Det är okej,
in my
jag tog bort
opinion,
den.
this was a little bit a call of impatience
Yeah.
and.
All-in shot when it wasn't necessary to go all in.
Yes, I think so. I think this
Ja, vi
was
måste vara
a
lite mer cool, måste vi vara.
mistake.
And you are close line in this side is pretty good.
Now Stuart Taylor can. What is he going to do? He's going to do draw in a third stone in the house.
Yes,
Leaving a high side?
and people are watching now and listening to me talk and saying, "What is he talking about?" And I have to apologize because I thought that was Rasmus' last shot, but he actually has 2 more to go.
Yes.
1 more to go.
You're better longer. You're better be in zone 1.
So in that
I want a piece of the centre line. I do want a
that
piece of the
aspect,
centre line.
It was a pretty good decision then, or not so bad as you first thought.
no,
No, okay.
exactly.
Okay, 3 more stones to play in this fourth end, where Stuart Taylor playing the yellow rocks
Over
has
and
the
up.
last rock
Over and up.
advantage.
But I'm still not
Oh,
sure
no.
that this was that the call was right,
Oh,
No,
nothing. Needs to stop
because you
swinging.
really leave them with the option of
Sit down.
putting the pressure on.
and he is
Yeah, that's good.
guarding the tap back possibility for Rasmus
Did I hear
Vrano
my
and Team
eyes?
ZipUp now, and
just need to
now
hear my
Team
eyes.
ZipUp has to make that draw.
Nej, inte nu. Ja, men...
Nej, men här hade ni på hela garden, så därför tar vi där.
They talked about
Det är en
last
femma. Okej.
stone,
Det är allt som är.
and again this has to be a perfect draw.
Topp 4 är bäst.
Top of the 4-foot is the call.
Yeah, as you see, there's no port anymore.
Yeah.
So if they put it top 4, this will
Ja, så
then
in så bra som möjligt.
Taylor will have a difficult shot to score a deuce.
Yes. So as long as Team ZipUp comes around the corner guard
Det kan,
and
det känns
the weight
lite.
is okay, then this
Ja,
will be
lite
a
mer.
good shot.
Japp,
Håll igång.
japp.
Kör, kör, kör.
Wow, inte linje. Japp.
Okej,
Ja!
lite lång,
Nej,
lite
okej.
lång. Wow, wow, wow!
Den får skära in alltså.
Wow!
Way too heavy. Big miss from Rasmus Vrano. Will give almost a full house
Fan vad
for
ivriga vi
Stuart
är.
Taylor to take a 3-pointer in the fourth end.
Synd.
Vi är
Yeah,
alldeles för
you
ivriga
can't
alltså.
you can't throw those rocks in the end to if you want to win the games.
Was this the game for Team ZipUp?
Oh no,
Oh no.
not at all. I mean, if they score the 3 here and ZipUp will come out on the ice in the 5th and score a deuce, it's tied again. So you always have to look at the scoreboard and see what's the total is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's so easy to get hung up on, oh, we lost the 3-ender.
Whoa!
So what?
No backing.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Score
No
a deuce
backing
and
yet.
you're back, and
No backing
there
yet.
will be no problem.
No backing. I
8
got
foot,
backing
8
now.
foot. 8 foot.
This
Clean,
looks
clean,
like
clean,
a very
clean.
solid and
Yeah, go.
it's Carlin,
controlled
go,
draw.
Carlin.
Good shot.
Well played, and we have a 4-2 lead for Scottish Taylor versus Sweden
Absolute
ZipUp.
belter.
After 4 played ends, and that means we are going to halftime break,
Right to that
and we
side.
will be right back.
They're winning our brush back.
Okay, everybody, we are back. with the fifth end
Jag håller gärna.
here in the semi-final in Livechannel Cup 2014.
Jag måste nog.
Ja, kör om du måste.
And we have seen one stone being played already by the Scottish team with Stuart Taylor as skip. And we now see
Det är okej.
stone that doesn't reach the hog line and therefore is removed. And that wasn't the start that Rasmus Vrano was looking for here in the fifth end. And you see on the scoreboard that Taylor scored a three-pointer in the fourth end and therefore has a 42-point lead in this game. And they had taken a huge step towards the final here in the arena at 11 o'clock.
4, 3.
Quick look at the other sheets as well, where we see that Swedish Pantera has taken a three-pointer as well. On sheet 1 versus Swedish team Rilea. And they also has taken a huge step towards the final that will be aired live here at YouTube, among other places.
Oh, I forget, but yeah, okay. Yeah,
On sheet 2, we have a score athlete on the scoreboard. And I have a few people standing in front of the scoreboard. So I think it's a tied up game. It's 1 point to each team. Swedish Right Eyes and Norway Nepstad. And it's Right Eyes who has the last stone advantage in the sixth end. No, I'm sorry. Correct me again. There is a 2-1 lead for Norway Nepstad and nothing else. Finally, sheet 3. 2-1 point lead for Scottish Aiken playing Swedish Byman.
Literally anything
And
on
they
this side and you're
are
good.
also playing in the fifth end.
What do you want to throw, normal?
Yeah.
It's like 3/4 stone.
Normal.
And we have to correct that. Bobby Lammy. It's not Bobby Lammy, it's Ross Fraser playing second in the Scottish team.
Go shot. Go. Oh.
I didn't get that out of the house. And Rasmus Vrano, skip in team ZipUp, chooses the aggressive call, coming around the corner guard, leaving the shot rock in the middle.
Okej.
Ser hård
Det
ut.
kan vara lite hård, ja.
Wow.
Den är definitivt
Få
bakkant.
curla, var med. Kom igen!
Nej, helst
Ja,
inte.
bra linje.
Helst inte.
Bra linje. Var med. Ja!
Det behövs inte.
Jordan närmast. Jordan närmast.
Behövs inte.
Kör ner den i bakkant.
Ja, men okej.
Ja, okej. Om den är tillräckligt ner i bakkant så.
Alltså du kör på fart, det är jätteförvirrande.
Nej, jag kör på linje.
Jaha, gjorde du? Bra.
Jag vill bara gömma den så mycket som möjligt.
Jaha, men bra. Grym. Jag tror du kör på fart. 5 år, isen!
Close. Yes. Hang! Hang! Yes! Whoa! Ah, sorry.
It's all right.
You dragged it back a long way.
Ja, just det.
Eller köp.
Vad sa du för fart?
Vi kör en sargfart.
Sarg bara?
Ja.
Bra.
We are in the fifth end. We are almost half the way through the first fifth end, and we have a last rock advantage for Sweden. ZipUp playing the red rocks. And a good chance now to remove the yellow shot stone.
Ja, var med. Red. Japp.
Japp! Wow, wow, wow!
Ja! Wow, okej, wow.
Den är hård.
Wow. Ta den. Nej, ta den inte.
Nej.
Bra.
Nej, bra. Bakom.
Shit. Yep.
Oh. Try go over top.
Yeah, I know.
Vad händer med den? Aha. Alltså jag vet inte vad det kommer... Det går lite trögt här. Kommer det gå lika, tror du?
Jag tror det är samma fart som det är överallt.
Ja. Vet du hade faktiskt 90 på den här garden. Eller vad säger jag, inte garden.
Typ 4.
Ja, jag tror det. Jag kör det. Jag tror det. Jag tror 90 kommer bakom, men det gör inte. Okej då.
Jordan Wåhlin
Okej, jag hjälper.
Bara fart.
playing
Jag tror vi kör den.
3
Vänta.
stones each end here together
Här uppe är
with
bra. Här uppe är
Daniel
bra.
Löfstrand,
Högt upp. Högt upp.
because this team are playing on 3
Vi
players
kanske
only,
måste dra den.
Nej.
Jo,
when Axel Sjöberg usually playing second.
Ja, men de
Eller
får,
Eller de
knee
blir
problem.
fel, va?
de får alltid dubbelt.
Kanske.
Men
Right there. Just stick.
Stuart Taylor
Back
looking
half.
for a possible
half.
double takeout. Most important
Ja,
thing is
that's
to
good.
hit and roll and hope for a mistake later on in the game from Swedish ZipUp.
Yes! Hold! Hej! Oh! Yes! Hej! Yeah!
Almost a no zip, and that's not good enough.
Bara så. Kalle, bara så mycket.
Så då.
Ja, tack. Jag tror det blir bättre. Här var det smutsen. Vill du sopa?
We got 5 more stones to play in this 5th end.
Sorry.
Rent! Japp! Japp!
Ja!
Hårt!
Hårt!
Kör! Hårt hela vägen! Hela! Bra.
Close and a great outcome for Sweden.
Det är bra. Fan vad hon curlade.
It almost overcurled.
Jag kanske var
Du var,
pyttelös.
ja, du var ganska löst släppt, men jag trodde ändå inte den skulle curla så.
And we are down to the skip rocks in the 5th end, where Scotland and Stuart Taylor is the first one out. And again, the call is for a hit and roll.
Close.
Whoa, whoa!
Ja, men vi tar lite mindre då, så där någonting. Det gör inte så mycket. Han måste ändå sätta en dubbel. Han får en dubbel vad vi än gör.
Det är svårt att säga exakt hur trögt det har börjat tröga lite alltså.
Okay.
Inte mycket.
Nej.
Jordan Wallin talked ice condition with Rasmus Vrano.
Okej, så det går väldigt
He
lätt.
said that there is a
Ja, okej.
bit
Men
heavier ice
4-5
now than in the beginning. Not much, but a little bit.
Okej. Nej, vi ska rengöra ordentligt. Inga jävla stjärnor.
Three more rocks to play. This fifth end, this one included.
Ta det lugnt, ta det lugnt. Ta det lugnt.
Den behöver curla i alla fall.
Känns bra fart.
Vi lägger den här tror jag är bäst.
Känns bra fart.
Samma höjd som den. Ja.
Ja. Lite bakom tid bara.
Lite bakom tid. Oh, nej, den är bra. Jag tror den är bra. Eller, kör. Nej. Nej. Samma höjd som den va? Samma höjd som den.
Ja, den är bra.
Ja, det är okej.
Well played by Rasmus Vrano.
Det där är så jävla bra.
And it's time for Stuart Taylor
Halvsten skulle jag
to play
säga.
his last stone of the fifth end.
Think it's worth a try.
He
Think
has
it's
to
worth a
make a
try.
double,
Oh wait.
because he doesn't want
Vamos.
Sweden to pick up more than a deuce.
Vamos. Yeah.
Close. No.
Whoa!
Carl! Move!
Just a nose it, and that means that Rasmus Vrano, for his last rock, has an easy nose it himself to score a three-pointer.
Och jag vet, de är lite luriga i den här matchen.
Last stone, fifth end. Rasmus Vrano for 3 points.
Håll igång!
Japp! Hårt! Kom igen!
Jenny!
Kom igen! Hela vägen! Kom igen nu! Ja.
Big miss from Rasmus and Team ZipUp means that instead of having a 5-4 point lead, there is a 5-2 point lead for Scotland and Stuart Taylor. Big miss, and again we see how Okay, we are back with the sixth end in the semi-final in Livechannel Cup, and again we see
Come on,
Stonewall
swing it,
cuts
swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it.
and gets no man's land
Keep going, keep going.
almost.
Gonna chill his next.
That's twice that's done that now.
Great corner guard for Team ZipUp to work with, and they are going to need that after the steal of one in the fifth end. There is a 5-2 point lead for the Scottish team playing with the Yellow Rocks, and Sweden and
Jag
Team
tror att det går
ZipUp
lätt åt det här hållet. Så 4-10, 4.
needs to put themselves together after that missed opportunity in the last end.
Jag tror att det räcker.
Quick look at the other sheets. We see that Sweden
Får du köra
Pantera
lite, tror jag?
has a solid lead with 3-2 over Sweden Team Relea, and they also has the last rock advantage.
Hallå, ta min trea nu så vinner vi.
Sheet
Jo,
2,
jag vet, men alltså,
Team
det är så här
Right
dåligt att
Eyes
det
from
kommer
Sweden
med
taking on
papper.
Norway and Nepstad,
Ja, jag vet.
Så är det bara
where Right Eyes has 1 point and Nepstad has 2. And Right Eyes has the last stone advantage. Finally on sheet 3, where Scotland Aiken has taken a 4-1 point lead after 5 played ends.
You got a piece?
Good. Shot.
Samma fart då. Du fick 4-10. Du kan köra 4-4. Bra push. Den är lite lösare! Nej, den räcker. Den går. Eller, ja.
Bra linje.
Måste få fart.
Ja. Här.
Perfekt tror jag. Synd. Ja, men de stannar
Klar.
om de sätter sig. Bra. Just det. På hand.
Ross Fraser, second position in Team Stu Taylor, is going to clean the guards. At least that was the thought, but a big miss again, and a new opportunity for Rasmus Vrano and company to start to build a house where they can pick up a deuce or more.
Nej,
Ja, bakom garden i alla fall. Kör till folk.
Du fick 4-20 på den för 4-90 är inne. 4 kan jag nog sopa in. Oj, den är lite lös!
Japp! Linje!
Fart också!
Hårt! Jag kommer in närmast.
Vit.
Ja, kör.
Nej, behövs.
Bara få
Jag kollar över.
plats. Få plats.
Well swept by the team. And a great stone from Daniel
Bra, Daniel.
Lövstrand.
Han stod över.
Tormo! Yes! High! 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 Roll it!
Big miss again, and that doesn't make it any better for the Scottish team. Great opportunity for Team ZipUp to come around this new corner guard.
Jag tror vi får in 4. Den här var 4-10. Ja, där. Ja, jag brukar pusha.
Curla, curla!
Curla mycket.
Kan vi ta han hit? Okej, börja curla nu. Börja curla nu.
Ja, kör ändå för fart.
Kör, kör!
Ja,
In i
jag tror den
bot.
skär alltså.
In i bot nu. Hårt. Kom igen.
Alltså jag tror den skar. Jag var ju hur hård som helst. Men det är okej. Alltså,
Jag tror kanske den bara segar faktiskt.
Nej.
Kan vara
Tror
också. Ja, okej då. Du började curla väldigt mycket också.
yeah.
We have played the sixth end here in the semifinal in Livechannel Cup 2014. A game between Scotland and Stuart Taylor and Sweden team ZipUp.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Get it back on.
Get the back one. Get the back. There we go.
Well played by Bobby Lammy. He's been the man of the match so far, making those trick shots.
4-10 kanske, 4. Okej, ja jo, men den ska. Alltså väldigt säker. Nej, det ska jag inte göra. 10-4 är ganska mycket.
Ja,
Okej, jag kommer.
kör linje! Linje! Hårt! Är jättelös va? Ja,
Lägg den över, lägg den över.
ja, över då.
Måste köra.
Bara över håll. Bara över håll. Go.
Ladda!
Nej, vi vill inte ge dem dubbel.
Alltså du, nej det är trögare.
Ja.
Jag tror inte min förra skar.
Du hade väldigt löst släpp på den i alla fall vet jag.
Men det är okej,
Ja,
alltså,
det är okej.
för de clearar ändå. Det spelar
Vi
ingen.
måste börja få in sten i bot nu bara.
Men det kanske vi får nu.
3 quarters.
It's a little bit more than half stone, yeah.
Okay.
Hårt! Hjälp! Hjälp! Hårt! Hjälp! Hårt! Quick! Wow, wow, wow!
All right.
It was so much thicker than half stone.
Oh, we're right in between the two of them.
Had to be thicker than 3 quarters just a bit. Thought I had it all the way like.
Definitivt.
Ja, jag visste.
Jag tror att det går så trött. 90-80 i alla fall. 80 kommer vara bakkant, men om vi knackar den så är det bra.
Var med! Japp! Japp! Ja! Hårt! Wow,
Kör bara fart.
wow, wow.
Japp!
Japp, 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 japp.
Japp!
Kör, kör! Hårt! Hårt,
Kör
hårt, 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 hårt.
fris på! Skulle
Jag
ha
skulle
kört på
kört
fris.
den mer i början och sen släppt den på slutet. Då hade vi fått vicken eller dutten lite mer
Vi
så.
skulle ha varit mer bestämda bara, antingen eller.
Ja, vi
Ah,
skulle...
you only need half. That's that.
Yeah. Normal.
Normal, yep. Gregor, can you get any running out of the nose? Can you get close to the nose? Alright, so it's always got to go out then.
Nose is horrible, so just worry about. Get the guard, get the guard. Yeah, okay.
We are down to the skip rocks in the 6th end, where Team ZipUp from Sweden has the last stone advantage. Therefore we see Stuart Taylor playing the yellow rocks.
Hard, yeah! Hard! Clean! Clean! Good.
Eller de kanske dör liksom, för det är 2 guard trots allt.
Men vi måste komma in bakom guard liksom.
Kommer vi in bakom med en lös fart, då kommer de ligga skott där.
Ja, men
då
jag
kommer
tycker
de
en
garda, liksom.
bakhandsfart och bara dutta
Du
en
kanske
så.
får en skjutning liksom, som är jättelång för
Nej,
2.
nej, varför får man det?
För att de gardar.
Dutta den dit, så ligger du där. Skottar.
Ja, men då måste vi verkligen, då måste du komma nästan hack, alltså
Ja,
bak.
men som någon sån här fart. Vi behöver bara
Den
dutta
här
så vi blir
farten räcker
skotte.
inte.
Jo,
För
vi
vi
behöver
kom-
bara bli skotte.
Okej då.
Vi måste få vicken in, annars tar de den bara. Och då får vi
Okej.
ett.
Ja, det. Men det curlar ganska mycket här.
Så.
På, ja okej, bra. Bakkant. Det går trögt nu.
So the important thing here is to hit and roll behind the corner
Har
guard.
det börjat tröga eller är det...
Doesn't have to be that hard. Can just push the yellow one a bit further down on the 8 foot. And as long as they are hidden behind the guard, they are happy. 3 more
Kan vara lite
stones to
ute.
play in this end, this one
Okay, wow.
included.
Wow, wow, wow.
Kalla då!
Få kalla. Var med!
Nej,
Wow,
aldrig helst.
wow.
Helst aldrig. Japp! Nej. Beredd på
Ja, ja! Wow, wow, wow! Nej, inget. Ja, det är bra.
Bra fart.
And that didn't roll behind. So
Den kallar ju
Stuart
så
Taylor
brutalt mycket mindre.
has
Ja,
a
fast det är
pretty
samma fart.
easy shot to remove the red stone from the house. Needs to pass the corner guard and get down to the red one. 2 more stones to play in the 6th end. And there is a 5-2 point lead for Scotland and Stuart Taylor.
Yep! Yep! Clean! Yep! Clean! Good throw.
Well played, no problem. And Rasmus Vrano
Får ju sista...
looking
Går det
for
inte?
Jo, då,
if
den
he
går.
can
Men...
split.
Om den där hade varit halvinne så hade det gått. Nu
Det.
är den alldeles för svår.
Ja,
tar
den
de en
måste, vi
etta-
måste knacka den
Tar de en
långt.
etta så har vi förlorat.
Max hit alltså.
Göran, tar de en etta så har vi förlorat. Så vi
Ja, jag
drar.
vet, jag bara tänker. Jag bara tittar.
Det
Det
är
är
så här.
halvträff. Då måste vi komma hit. Alltså det är jävligt perfekt fart. Ja, nej, det går inte.
It's too tough to go with that. They decided, so they are going to go for a 1-pointer. Make it a 3-5 point game.
Ja, det är så sjukt synd att den där röda som ligger där precis när bort inte kom in. Alltså. Hade den kommit in då hade jag haft en 2. nu.
På knappen!
Håll igång.
Den är näst... Nej, den kallar bra.
Håll igång,
Den är
håll
lugn.
igång. Kör.
På knappen! På 10 nu. Ja.
Well played, no problem. And Scotland and Stuart Taylor will have a 5-3 point lead and
Vi
the
måste
last
skälla
stone
1%
advantage
och sen
after 6 played
Det är bara
ends.
här. Ja.
Aj.
Score here.
They're going to throw a shot, I'll go top four and then they'll fucking say I'll make the touch.
Yep.
They're making those hits. They're making those hits.
Ja,
And we're ready for the 7th end.
Ja, just det. Det går... Nej,
Daniel
håller på lite
Löfstrand
segare än Anders.
will play the first stone.
ta det lugnt. Okej.
Quick look at the other
verkar bli
sheets.
hög.
See that Sweden
Jag tror den är
Team
hög.
Relea playing Sweden Panthera.
Den är över, den är
Nej,
över.
ja.
And
Den är lugnt över,
we
den är
see
lugnt
that
över.
Panthera has a solid grip of the game
Hade
with
kanske
a
kunnat-
3-2 point lead after 6 played ends and a last stone advantage.
SCO's a show, it's going.
And we say welcome back to Magnus Swartling, head coach for the Swedish junior national team. Any comments on the development of this game?
Francis, line only.
Well, yeah, obviously the last stone in the 5th end is that's a
Curling now.
could be the game, very likely. I mean, they get the chances and
They don't take them.
no,
No.
I mean to open hit for 3.
Yeah, you have to do that if you want to play the final in these kind of tournaments.
Oh yes, for sure. I mean, even just squeeze it out and get a deuce and to tie the game, that would be helpful for them.
Would they have have a chance on that stone with two sweepers, or was it too big miss?
No, I don't. That's hard to say actually, but I don't think in that particular zone it would have made any difference.
Hårt linje!
Maybe no, I don't think so. It's hard to speculate.
Yeah, but it's fun to speculate.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's something when we played, we never speculated actually.
No,
Helt
No.
okej att landa.
There's no point.
Linje är viktigast.
If you're in the situation,
Bra.
the only thing you will achieve by speculating is draining your energy, because
De kanske ska
you're
tycka.
putting your focus on things that you have no idea if they would happen or not. So
but now we're commentators, and this is half our job to speculate.
of course now it's a different ball game.
Yeah,
No, I love to speculate too.
Yeah.
So it's, but that was very hard to speculate about.
yeah. And if you have a look at the other sheets, then what would you say about Relea and Panthera on sheet 1?
Down hack.
Well, it's going to be pretty tight in the end as well, I think.
No.
I think the fourth end was obviously a big end for Panthera, scoring 3, going up 3-1. But they are still only up with 1 with hammer, of course. But they are in the driver's seat.
And sheet 2, right eyes playing Norway Nepstad.
That was a tight end, the 6th end, and I think right eyes they made a really nice shot with Fredrik Nyman's last one. A pretty soft takeout, in turn,
Det får ju bli galet.
coming around the guard, hitting out the Norwegian shot rock that was half buried, and it was nice touch.
Nice touch, and now a 3-2 point lead for Fredrik Nyman and right eyes.
Yes, I think that's a very open game. It's a little back and forth.
And finally sheet 3, Swedish Byman playing Scottish Aiken.
Jag är med på det. Japp!
Yes, Aiken looked like they were in control, but Niemann came back with a deuce in the 6th to close the gap to Aiken leading 4-3, and I did not see what happened there in the 7th end. Did you get a...
No, we'll have to wait and see for the scoreboard.
And that for that we can wait sometimes.
Yeah.
I've seen the teams are not always
as quick
so
as they
accurate.
should be. No. Okay, and we see here that ZipUp has positioned themselves pretty well again in this end when Ross Fraser plays his
Normal!
first stone of the 7th end.
Yeah, it's not that they haven't had chances.
No.
It's about making those shots. I mean, the key shots. Rasmus' last one in the 4th, the draw.
Yeah.
That's a key shot, and obviously, of course, the open hit for 3 in the 5th. And I think he was quite annoyed in the 4th and break. He thinks that they play well, but they don't get any in the results of the stones that they position.
And what's Stuart Taylor's goal in this end? Is it just to pick up a single point or anything, or does he want to blank the end? What's the best for them?
I mean, blank an end and playing the last one, you're up 2 with hammer.
Couldn't be better.
No, that's a pretty good position. Even scoring the 1, being up 3 without the hammer is a pretty good situation too.
Yeah. But what's your choice if you have to choose between those two?
Wow, I would prefer being up 2 with hammer, because then you have more control of the situation. Just keep the forefoot clean, and whatever happens, you could always put it there with the last one. So it's in your hands. It's always better to be in control.
Yes.
Stop! We're good.
But if right eyes, if they position the guards well here.
ZipUp, you mean?
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Right eyes.
Oh, right eyes.
That's on the other sheet.
Yeah, that's on the other sheet, and Fredrik Niemann just made a pretty nice draw there. But if ZipUp, thank you, Andreas. If they put the guards in the right position, which have been doing fine so far, Taylor and the Scottish boys will have a quite difficult shot for the last one to score one.
When you lead like the Scottish team is doing right now with 2 points and have the control of the game, what's the thing to look out for? What's the risk?
Well, now it's only 2 ends left, but if you would be early in the game to get too defensive too soon, that's a risk.
Yeah.
Because when you start playing defensive, it's fairly easy to score a deuce if that team is just in it to be defensive.
Okay.
And then you're sort of out of the draw game, and the chasing team is obviously in the draw game, so that could make a shift. You often see that you too soon get too defensive. I mean, you create a great position in the game and leading by playing some sort of controlled offense.
Yes.
But at this point, it's to make sure you don't make those easy mistakes. It's you often see when tough shots are very it's often that they are fairly close, actually.
Yeah.
And then you have the open takeout and the what you can look at and see as easy shots. And if you miss one, it's one of those.
Yes.
So be aware of that, and that's the biggest risk, I would say.
Du menar mittenlinan, va?
Ja. Men första hade jag bra. Jag
Okay, we have 6 more stones to play in this 7th end. And Team ZipUp from Sweden continues to play their guards. I want to steal at least one in this end.
Bättre satt.
Okej.
Bara rent.
They probably couldn't get a better setup than this one.
Bra linje. Jordan närmast.
Okej.
Jordan närmast.
För fart!
Kör.
För fart!
Bra linje. Bra linje.
Du säger stopp.
Japp. Wow. Good.
It's well played.
Same idea.
And for ZipUp, the key here is to guard the inside, so they won't leave the double for the Scottish team,
Den är bra mycket bättre.
All right.
which they do perfect.
Nose takes one, maybe two, does it?
Huh?
Does nose take them all?
Nose gets them all. Think.
If I get it over the top, might get.
Looking for a triple takeout here.
If I just kill the guard off.
The nose takes it all, they say. Also risky. I mean, if you could just, from the Swedish point of view, just
There's a
rub
horrible
the
bit right
top
in the
red
middle,
one a little
though.
bit, and
What?
it jams.
There's a horrible
On the
bit
yellow.
right in the middle. You could end up doing that and that.
They still got to flick one off and get the guard. Needs to give it a go.
Okay.
So, what other options would they have instead of doing this high-risk shot?
No, but at this point,
Yep,
there's nothing else but.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, we had some bad language on the sheet there.
Yeah, that
Big
was
miss.
the F word
Yeah.
combined with the H word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. I mean, you don't want to see those things happening in the end of the games to be.
Eller du?
No.
Nej, just det.
Did it cut
Ja,
or
man
what
kan inte
happened?
lägga-
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
It looked like because it was almost gone right away.
Lägg oss där.
Hallå, stopp. Ja, och... Det var ganska nice. Lägger
Ja.
vi den där, då
Ja.
riktas den rakt ner så.
Ja, det är det jag säger, men inte där. Det är en
nej,
helt
nej,
annan
nej.
sak.
Det är för sig.
Det är sämre. Så
Okay,
om
and
den
this,
kommer i den här linjen, då får den hellre
Could
vara här.
turn the
Ja,
game.
jag passar. Men vi kör den honom.
It
Nej.
is now possible for Team ZipUp playing the red stones to steal 2, actually.
Oh yes, it's
Vi
a
tänker dra hit.
as is right now. It's a very good
Rakt bakom
position
garden.
to steal two, and I don't know if they should be so
Danne, om den
eager
är nära, då
to
får
go
den helst
into the
kolla
house.
över.
You would rather see a guard in this
Om den inte har
situation?
linjen, ja.
Well,
Om den inte har linjen, då får den gärna stanna lite tidigare.
or maybe not. I mean, if they put the guard on the left-hand side, the Scottish team could do some soft do the draw on the other side. So it's whatever they leave for Scotland to do something. But if they come around with the guard perfect on top of the forefoot, I mean, it's a real good shot, because then they have two fully buried, and then Scotland will be in even bigger trouble.
4 more stones to play in this 7th end.
Japp. Nej, inte för linje. Inte för linje.
Känns framkant!
Rasmus först.
Framkant!
Rasmus först.
Framkant! Wow!
Wow.
Okej.
Got a curl.
It's heavy.
Ah,
It's more than
Ska vi köra?
12 foot.
Japp.
nej,
Ja.
var emot.
Yeah. Because this is by going in too soon. If you don't make the shots
Det här är
perfect,
mycket
this
bättre än det
is
ser ut.
what happens now.
No set.
Can I make a triple now?
No,
No.
it can't. Not. The middle red one will still be there.
Okay, but a double is very good outcome anyway for the Scottish team.
I think that will be as a relief for them to be able to do that. Nick even knows the red one and make the double, and it leaves Vrano with a tougher shot to put pressure on. But it's all about positioning of the stones.
Yes.
It is very important to make sure. I mean, you should always have focus of making the shot, but if you don't make the shot, where's the...
Oh, look at this.
Oh. That hurts.
No bad language. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you for that, but I wonder what he's thinking.
Well, actually, that's a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier. You said what's the biggest risk, and to make sure that you don't make the easy mistakes. And the open takeouts. If he would have a half buried stone to make a sort of a soft double or a double takeout in any way, I'm sure he would have been more accurate. But it's so easy to get a little bit sloppy in the preparations. It's just an open takeout. I just have to nose it, and oh, good thing they put it there. Now it's so much easier for us, and you sort of loses focus a little bit, and you make the easy mistake. You see that quite often, actually.
Garden är hellre längre ut.
Ja, men inte luckan. Eller jo, i och för sig. Luckan är okej. Ja, exakt.
Ja, lucka. Den kan inte han köpa.
Så is där.
Bra, men då kör vi på gard och inget annat.
And as long as this guard is up, then it's going to be at least a steal of 2 for Sweden ZipUp.
Yes, I think so.
Maybe even a steal of 3.
But even a really nice draw from Scott Taylor on his last one, like almost to the button, will only reduce 1. So it's as you can see, it's a tough position to be Scotland right now.
Rasmus Vrano playing his last stone of the 7th end.
Hard for line.
One more stone to be played after this one has stopped.
Hake minus!
Japp! Den ligger bra,
Bra fart.
But this I don't realize. It's so much. It's a little bit on and off. I mean, if the rock is okay, and it's been a little pickups, and you're not sure why you pick up. I mean, we should be cleaning
At least, yes.
Yes.
Okay, tough situation coming up here for Stuart Taylor.
Are we 2 up? Yeah. Look at how hard my last end.
Still just losing a deuce here wouldn't be so bad for Stuart Taylor. Still will have last rock advantage in the 8th and last end.
We make that. Just fully forfeit, tell him.
Yeah. So he's making the draw to the 4-foot.
Yes, I mean, if you talk to a curler and you say, would it be acceptable to play the last end, coming home with the hammer and the game is tied? You would say yes. That's a pretty good position.
Exactly.
Because you have control, you have the last rock favor, and you could keep the 4-foot open and just make sure that you have your way in there. But it's also how you get there that makes a difference. I mean, losing momentum, losing the great advantage. I mean, that's also tough to handle.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Last stone, 7th end. Stuart Taylor to reduce this house. But this looks short.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Way too short.
It's not even close.
No. And we got a stolen 3-pointer. And suddenly we have a Swedish lead in this game. 6 points to 5 after 7 played ends.
Yeah, you can see what goes wrong comes round. Rasmus Vrano missed an open takeout for the steal of 3, and the Scottish skip is very gentleman.
Okay, everybody, we are back. And we are looking at the first stone in the 8th end.
Riktigt bra. Lägg en perfekt
And
fjärde
we see
också.
that Sweden and ZipUp placed the first stone, and that's because they stole 3 points in the 7th end. And therefore, Scotland has to go for a deuce, or just pick up 1 for an extra end. And we've seen on the other sheets that 1 game is finished. That's the semi-final in the women's competition, where Scotland Aiken has gone through to the final, live here at 11 o'clock.
Fucking taking the piss.
There is still games going on sheet 2 and sheet 1, where Right Ice has the lead with 4-2 over Norway and Nepstad, playing the 8th end. And we have a 4 points to 3 lead for Sweden Rilea, where they stole 2 points in the 7th end versus Sweden Pantera. And Magnus Swartling, head coach for the junior national team in Sweden, is with me. And what are your comments on the scoreboard?
Well, if we're looking at the game that we're broadcasting now, it's you could see the. Oh, I said earlier, what goes round comes round. Rasmus makes a miss, and Scotland steals 3, and Taylor with Scotland makes just an open miss also to give Sweden the chances to steal 3, which they do. He was being quite a gentleman there, returning the favor.
Yeah.
But and then also you see what happens here in the 8th end when Sweden puts rock in the house, and I didn't really see what happened with the first rock from the Scottish guys, but they did not get it over the hog line, which is not good, of course.
It's terrible in this situation if you want to play the final.
Yeah.
Mine's perfect.
C4.
It's really curling. It's really curling. It's really curling.
But that's what could happen sometimes when you lose the momentum. You're up by quite a lot in the end of the game, and you feel like you're in control, and everything turns around.
Yeah. So what should you say to each other when you're out there on the ice to get back into the momentum?
Like in the for the Scottish guys?
Yes.
Just realize we're down 1. We have last rock. It's quite easy to score a deuce, and it's very important to keep focus on what outcome you want from the last end. And then you can discuss, when the game is over, you can discuss why and this, and oh, that was too bad, and whatever happened. But on the ice, you should always keep focus on what you want to happen, what you want to make happen. Never the next shot.
Never look back.
Never look back, and also focus on the right things.
Yes.
Because it's easy to get distracted, and still when you're sitting on the hack, throwing your stone to.
You don't want to just rip
It's tough sometimes when you're losing the momentum.
At the moment,
Focus,
if
focus,
we
focus.
miss this, he's just throwing more of these.
Pull the corner freeze up.
But if we miss it, he's just going to block everything.
Well, you can't expect to miss it.
If we misses, they are going to block
Gotta be
everything.
the freeze.
That's the word of Stuart Taylor. The response from his teammates was, "You can't expect misses." You're right. He's right. Focus on
don't
what you're
make
going to
this,
do, not what you're going to miss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also there's the risk management there, but I totally agree, you cannot expect misses. You have to expect that you make the shots
Is it?
or are fairly close.
Is it a timeout call?
If we don't make it,
See, rip the double, he rips like you get nothing.
but if we miss this and he picks out another guard, we've got
You
nothing.
still get that bump up. You need it.
Something.
We might hit that on the way by. That could be the one we
timeout call,
wreck on.
and,
No, it's
Coach
not wreck it, it's not
Alan
rub in. So that's something. You need to have
Hanna is
something.
coming in.
You can't just rip it all off.
I quite like trying to run this double here and try and bounce and roll another corner. Okay? You get 2 corners.
To try and get it skinny this way.
No. Try and get almost 7/8 of this, so you're picking the double up. It's not important to get the one off the button at the moment. If we roll two corners, then we're setting up quite nice to
Just
maintain.
high
that
nose on the
situation.
left.
Just high a nose on the left, pull it over to here.
Just the normal.
Yeah, put it that way. Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, they have decided what to do. Did you hear anything they were talking about, Magnus?
They said something of double and roll as a corner, I think.
And that seems like a pretty good decision.
Yeah, I mean, at the situation is right now, I mean, if they have a total wide open house for the last one and not be able to score the deuce, they could have to make sure that they could draw for one.
Yes, they need to open things up.
Yes. So this is one thing I was talking about to another guy on watching here, that it's one of the toughest decisions that you do when you're on the ice. It is actually when to shift from playing offense to defense or defense to offense, to realize what situation you are in actually, and to say, okay, we wanted the deuce, we have to make sure we get to one. But that is not the way to play it.
No. Disastrous outcome for Scotland. And a well-guarded shot rock is now
Mitt på
still
linan.
red.
En meter över.
Alltså vill du hellre ha den inte över än
Nej, mycket hellre över.
hellre över? Ja, då kan du kanske bli mitt emellan.
Ja, men alltså kommer
Jag
det på
försöker.
mitten så är det okej.
Ja. 4-10. Alltså jag tror att 4-20 är över också, men 4-10 är hyfsat säkert.
Just over the hog line is a good position now for Sweden playing the Red Rocks.
Okej,
Vänta på curl!
Den går
Vänta
av
på
sig själv.
curl! Här.
Den går av sig själv, lite
Går av sig själv.
lång.
King heavy. It's longer than they wanted it.
Ja, det stannar. Ja, bara stanna på den.
Not much. Pretty good.
Äsch. Jag får köra 4-20. Det är hur lätt som helst.
Det är okej så.
Nej.
Good chance again to do a double or maybe even a triple.
They need 2 doubles to be able to give themselves a chance for the last one.
no flow in the game for the Scottish team right now.
No, not at all.
And even a more well-guarded stone than before. And Ross Fraser disappointedly throws away his glove. But things has turned before in this game, so it ain't over yet.
That's for sure.
Håll igång, håll igång, håll igång! Japp, japp! Linje! Hårt! Ja, den är över va? Men kör!
Den är lugn.
Hit.
Den är lugn. Wow, inte på linje faktiskt. Kör.
And we are probably seeing the last stone on sheet 2 now, where Norway Nepstad has a shot for the game.
Yeah, that was actually given to them by the Swedish right ice team. I don't know what they were
Medal stone just about.
doing with the last rock there, but they just
gave it away.
They gave it away. I don't know what.
Yes, hard.
And they looked very passive. They didn't do anything either. Just let the stone come down and.
And new miss from Scotland.
The Norwegian looks it looks really good actually. Or yeah.
Yes. Oh, Fredrik Nyman very disappointed, blasting his broom into the ice.
He broke his brush.
So we will have Norway playing the final at 11 o'clock versus one of these teams we are looking at right now.
Sorry for making noise there, but that was Team Relea going in a really tiny port. Lots of curling to watch here. It's hard to focus.
That's the best thing by being here live. For you out there, sitting in front of your computers, your Apple TV, or whatever device you're using, you can only see this and see that Team ZipUp from Sweden is taking steps towards the final, playing Norway Nepstad at 11 o'clock.
I think you two had the song "There's Nothing Like the Real Thing" or something like that.
Okay.
Real thing. And that's what you're talking about. The real thing. You have to be here to watch it live, to see the excitement.
Yeah, so welcome to Härnösand Curling Arena at 11 o'clock.
Huh?
Right.
Right.
And now we're watching, me and Andreas here is watching Pantera playing their last draw in the 8th end. A draw for 2 to win the game. They did not sweep anything up until the hog line. And
it's short, and it's an extra end coming up on sheet 1. And finally, Scotland has some kind of outcome of their clearing attempts. But is it too late? It's 4 more stones to play. It's the skip stones left, and Rasmus Vrano, feeling confidence, just put down the broom in the ice and goes up to deliver his first stone of the 8th end.
yeah, they are in a strong position. As you can see, they get to play the guard, guarding those rocks, stones in the house. It's we have to see some two really nice shots from Taylor to turn this end around.
Kör en liten
Kör
linje,
gärna linje!
Okej,
Kör bara fart!
Wow.
Inte linje. Okej, wow då.
Bara igen.
Aldrig bara.
Wow.
Hela upp. Ska vi frysa?
Long.
It's way too heavy. It's not a guard. This one is in the house.
Oj, en skar.
And it cut again.
Well, that was. I mean, that's what you could see in the end of games when the pebble gets a little bit worn down, and
Åtminstone.
it's always that in the middle of sheet, stones tend to stop a little bit faster. So
It's normal. Normalized conditions, is it?
well, yeah, I mean it's you have to be very aware of that.
Yes.
Many teams have lost many games of just watching the stones glide, and then when it hits the 4-foot area, it just dies on them. So
Stuart Taylor playing his first stone of the 8th end. Again, need to clear things up.
they don't look very happy about that.
No, and they shouldn't be either. 2 more stones to play. Rasmus Vrano looking for the guard.
Så det är den här vi vill rocka nu va?
Vi kan lägga den här.
Ja, det är okej. Frys är okej.
De
Då
kommer
har vi
inte,
nästan
nej,
vinst.
nej, det är inte okej. Ja, jo,
Jo,
okej
då har vi vinst.
Snedfrysen är okej.
Ja.
Men
Nej,
den där
jag
är
förstår.
inte okej.
Nej, det är inte okej. Men
Däremot
det är
så
den här vi vill täcka
här
nu.
är absolut okej. Nu får den vara väldigt nära.
samma fart, det är bara att köra
Den
så.
leder med 1 så. Ja.
Men den här behöver vi inte täcka. Det är, eller är den inte lika viktig? Tänker jag.
Nej, absolut inte.
De
Det är
kommer ju
den vi
vilja
ska täcka.
sarga den och bara lägga.
Eller så kommer de dra. Så det, dragningen är jävligt svår.
Det här är mer ris va?
Ja, det är lite mer.
Jag tror inte det behövs, men
Ja, men vi kör på det ändå.
jag tror det. Du satte den rakt.
Då sätter vi den här också.
Jättebra folk på det.
2
Den
more
får vara
stones to
lika nära
play.
mot den här.
1 for
Ja, för
Rasmus
de kan ändå
and
inte skjuta,
1
då
for
vinner vi liksom.
Stuart Taylor. Rasmus and Team ZipUp with the red stones looking for a steal to win the game. And Stuart Taylor with the yellow
Frys
stones
framkant!
looking
Frys
for
framkant!
1
Japp!
point to
nej,
make an extra end.
Stanna, stanna, stanna! Wow, wow.
Synd. Ja, ganska bra.
Pretty good, but not perfect. There is a chance to come around these 2 first red ones and stay shot rock. Magnus Swartling, what do you say about this situation?
I mean, ZipUp did what they planned. They wanted to cover the shot rock on the 4-foot, and they did. And they leave Scott Taylor with the draw.
It's a tough draw. Has to stay.
Stuart Taylor, I mean.
Yes,
Scotland Taylor.
Scotland Taylor.
Could almost be Scott Taylor.
Yes. His new nickname.
Scott.
Scott. Stuart Scott Taylor. For a 1-pointer. Yes, like 1 or 2 inches to stay on for
Yeah,
the point.
this is a tough draw.
Lots of pressure on Stuart Taylor.
Close.
Lots of pressure on the sweepers as well.
Oh. Oh.
Looks heavy.
Come on, guys, talk to each other.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
And that's a great shot from Stuart Taylor.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I didn't believe that. I must honestly say that I thought that Rasmus Vrano has won the game for Team ZipUp there.
Look at this replay. Here it comes. Just fantastic.
Fantastic. We've seen some great shots in this game, and we say thank you to Stuart Taylor and Bobby Lammy for those, and we are looking forward for an extra end here. The game is tied, 6 points to each team.
So talk about shifting momentum here. What do you think Taylor and his guys walks into extra end with?
They walk in with a great self-confidence. And we have a quick look at sheet 1, where there still is a game going on. It's an extra end played between Sweden Relea and Sweden Panthera. We are more or less halfway through, I'd say. No, it's 5 rocks to play for each team before we decide that game, so we will come back to that later on.
Yeah. Okay, so,
Okay. First stone in the extra end, delivered by Gregor Cannon.
need to get
Clean it, clean it.
1.
And this
Got
probably means that
Go
the
three then,
finals
go three.
won't start at 11 o'clock.
Does look here, look here.
Yes,
Look here.
Were they scheduled to 11 o'clock?
I think it was 11 or
Hey,
11:30.
love it.
Was it 11:30?
So volleys, come on, come on.
Look at
Hey,
Schedule.
hard.
And 11:30. I'm sorry. 11:30 is
Right,
still
good.
is still alive then. And now it's Rasmus Brano and Team ZipUp with
Okej, bra.
Daniel Löfstrand. Play the defense game. They
Perfekt.
have the last rock advantage.
Ja, soppa igenom den. Soppa igenom den.
In. Sa du in?
Nej, igenom.
Jaha, ja, där nere.
Okej, den börjar curla väldigt tidigt.
Lite rotation, men
Det är bra.
There's been some big shifts here in some of the ends here.
Yes, it has. It's been a great
Perfect.
game watching, and I hope you viewers out there are enjoying it as well. We are looking at this extra end where Sweden and Team ZipUp has the last rock advantage. But Scotland has their first god up there.
1.
They probably want one more. Get it just over the hog line.
We're good. Ready here.
1.
Steady.
Good, Gregor.
Well played by Gregor Cannon.
2 stones.
And a new tick attempt from
Yeah, 3.
Daniel Löfstrand.
Okej, hack.
Med, japp! Japp! Hårt! Kör! Wow, wow. Sitter vi?
Tja, hårt. Kom igen.
Well played.
Yes,
Nej,
Bra
fan,
ställande.
snyggt Danne.
very well.
Magnus, what do you think about the new 5 stone Godzone rule? Where that I tried in Canada, playing one more stone that can't be removed before you can start to hit them.
5.
Gregors.
Actually, I do not have an answer for you there. I haven't seen any game played that way. I've never tried to play that kind of game myself, so it's hard to.
No.
Finish.
It's very
Yes,
tough
yes.
to understand what the outcome will be when they change rules like that, because you have to play quite lots of games to actually see what it means.
Okay,
So it's
Vi behöver
it's
inte.
too early to say that.
well, yeah, maybe in Canada they have played many games and they would know more about it, but I'm not experienced at all in any way
Okay,
in that one, so I can't help you there. Sorry.
that's okay.
Japp! Wow, wow. Ja, det är okej.
But if you're gonna speculate that you said that you can,
Lyft upp den där.
Yes, that's our job.
I don't really,
Skitsamma.
I don't see the point.
Det gör ingen skillnad.
I mean, with the 4 rock rule,
Ja,
you have enough rocks in play.
Yeah.
det händer Danne.
That would have meant that Daniel in this case wouldn't be allowed to clear the houses or clear the Godzone as he did
Yes.
right now. Yeah.
But then if you start making those that kind of ruling, could, as you have in the mixed doubles, I think, where you play when you start the end, there are rocks in play already.
Yes.
So
A little bit now, a little bit now.
the step to do that is it's not very big. I mean, if you're gonna put a 5, okay, what's next?
It's more. It's
six
more
rock, six rock rule.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if you're gonna decide so much about the end and what you want the game to be like, then you might as well just position rocks and play from it.
Yeah. Figure play curling.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Det blev favorithandling.
Team ZipUp playing on 3 players because Axel Sjöberg has a bad knee.
Ja! Hårt! Hårt! Ta röd. Ah, fan.
Not too happy about that because their own stone stayed as a center guard.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And what's the call now? It's an other guard, I guess. From Ross. No, not Ross. It's Bobby Lammy. We are halfway through this extra end.
All in. Whoa. Sit down. Sit down. It's all right.
Well played.
Okay.
Ja. Funny.
Träffa där! Du kanske får med dig den. Borde.
Looking for a double, perhaps a triple. Remove the shot rock in the back of the house.
Ret. Japp!
Otur.
Mycket.
Ta
Okej.
emot den nästa.
Double is enough. Clear things up. And a new guard is the call from Stuart Taylor.
Oh, zone 2, 1.
2.
So that this. Rosses. Let it come if you can. Oh. Needs to
Late as you
finish.
can.
Need to finish it.
As late as you can.
Finish, Ross.
Go then.
Hard.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, go. Hard.
Hard. Oh.
Yep.
Good.
Well played again from Bobby Lammy. And I say he's the man of the match.
If ZipUp keeps on just peeling the guard off, they will have more to draw to than Scotland had for their last one in the 8th. So we'll see if they take their chance here.
Kör. Jo! Bra.
Nej.
See, we're chasing to hit one in the house, it doesn't really matter. Because they know that with the last one there will be they have to play the draw anyway.
Det är bara...
Okay, down to the skip stones now. Stuart Taylor, first one out. And again, a guard is the call.
Clean it in.
Crosses.
Line's all right. Hold in. Needs to finish a touch.
Needs to finish.
On my brush. On my brush. Hard, hard,
Hard.
hard. Yes. Yes.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Shot.
And it's time for Rasmus Vrano to play his first rock in this extra end.
Vilket, därifrån eller?
Ja.
En riktigt isen.
Det blir bra.
Japp,
Japp, japp, japp.
japp. Hårt.
Wow,
Japp.
wow.
Oh. Det här var tur alltså.
A bit of luck.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was lucky, he said.
Taggad dragning.
And now Stuart Taylor has to use the corner guard and draw and hide behind that and just nudge the forefoot, I guess.
No.
And with his last draw from the 8th end,
Need to give it a chance, so don't jump it.
I guess he has a strong belief that he will make this one perfect as well.
Yeah. Go, go, go then. Go
Nice,
then, go then.
nice.
Yep, line, line,
Yeah.
line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard
Go on.
line.
Hard.
Hard.
This curls a
Go,
lot.
go.
It
Come on,
does.
Hard.
And the weight.
Push it.
It's too short.
Bounce it.
Bounce
Come
it, go.
on, bounce it.
Go.
Hard.
Bounce.
Hard.
And this gives Rasmus Vrano the whole 8 foot to stay on to win the game. Take place in the final. Last stone of the game, Rasmus Vrano. If he just stays in the 8 foot ring, he will win the game and take the guys from Sweden and ZipUp to the final versus Norway Nepstad. Played 11:30 today.
Oh.
So in less than an hour he needs to be ready.
Nej. Ja, vi lägger den mitt i bot nu. Håll igång.
Japp. Hårt. Hela vägen bara. Om vi kör får vi rygg. Men bara om vi kör. Kom igen nu.
Kom igen!
På tid.
Har rygg, Göran!
Ja,
Bra fart, bra fart!
Bounce
Bra
inte.
fart!
Har rygg!
Hela.
Bra fart!
Nej, grymt. Bra jobb.
Well played, and we see that Team ZipUp from Sweden beats Scotland. Stuart Taylor in a tight game. And Magnus Wattling, why did they win this game?
Well, I think they played a pretty solid game all the way through, and they had chances. And as you said, Lammy there, he had one really nice shot there in the I don't remember which end it was where ZipUp was really in a good position. He came through the port and made a perfect hit and roll, and that's changed that that end around pretty much. And also when Rasmus missed there and Scotland stole 3 to, he gave them open open draw for 3, and just fighting I would say would
The fighting spirit
I mean
won the game for them, yes.
it shows that you should never give up, because in the same way as ZipUp missed, Taylor missed in the end and gave them 300 back. And if you give up too early, you will not give the opponent the chance to miss.
No.
So you have to be in there to put the pressure on and never ever give up and just keep on focusing on the next shot.
And with that, we see that there are still some more rocks to play on the first sheet in this arena, where it's going to be decided who will meet Scotland Aiken in the women's final at 11:30 here live on YouTube. We will not follow that, so you can follow that on cuponline.se, where you can follow the results. And I, Andreas Skogden, say thank you to all the viewers, and Magnus Swartling.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back at 11:30. Thanks and good day.